Hello and welcome to this Python tutorial. So now we have everything ready. We have our data well preprocessed and the Keras libraries and packages well imported. So now we are ready to start with the first step of creating our very first artificial neural network, and that step consists of initializing the ANN, that is, defining it as a sequence of layers. There are actually two ways of initializing a deep learning model. It's either by defining this sequence of layers, or the other way, defining a graph. So here, since we'll make an artificial neural network with successive layers, as you saw in Kirill's intuition tutorial, well, we will initialize our deep learning model by defining it as a sequence of layers. So let's do that. It's actually very simple. We just need to create an object of the sequential class, a class that we of course take from the sequential module here. All right, so let's do it. This object that we're going to create is nothing else than the model itself. That is the neural network that will have a role of a classifier here, because our problem is a classification problem where we have to predict a class. So this neural network model is going to be a classifier. And since after we're going to predict the test set results using this classifier name here, well, we will call our model, the neural network that we're going to build, classifier. Here we go. So this classifier object is nothing else than the future artificial neural network that we're going to build. So equals, and then we use the sequential class because this classifier object is actually an object of the sequential class. So we know how to do that. We just need to take the class here and add some parentheses, and we don't need to input any argument because we will define the layers step by step afterwards. We will start with the input layer and the first hidden layer, and then we will add some more hidden layers, and then finally we'll add the output layer. So that's all for the first step. We are ready to select this line and execute to initialize our artificial neural network classifier. All right, so that's done. We are now ready to add the different layers in this ANN, and we will start with the input layer and the first hidden layer. So that's exactly our next step, which we will do in the next tutorial. Until then, enjoy deep learning.